Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So today I'm going to be talking about two other pieces from the Mcgrath holiday collection. I did a video on the Mega palette and I promised you that I would split this video up. So I will show you today two of the pieces from the collection. So I have two of the quints. These are the Luminous Legends eyeshadow palette in Dawn Divinity and in Starfall Seduction. Just wanted to kind of update you on what I said in my previous video. So I managed to get back some of my money on the collection because I had bought the full collection, all the eyeshadows, and unfortunately they had basically decided that they were going to sell them in sets, and so I would have made about a £40 saving. So I managed to get that back, thank God, and I am going to learn from that in the sense that if there is no code, if there is no bulk buy, if there's no kind of offer, I'm going to wait. And if you guys don't mind waiting, I'll wait until I can afford it, because makeup, wherever we can save, is so good because it's so expensive. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm trying to be mindful about my purchases and kind of really use my money wisely. So just thought I'd let you know. Let's take a look at these two. So the first one is the Starfall Seduction one, and I will show you how this looks. It's one of her quints. It's 12-month shelf life and this is made in Italy. It's in the cardboard packaging, in this packaging which you can see here. I will show you how it looks. You've got Mcgrath Labs here. These are the shades. These are kind of like my go-to shades in terms of like the color story. Like I love purples and I love this. It looks so beautiful and I think I'm going to make quite a nice look with this. So I wanted to share this with you. So let me do this as my first look. Before I start, let's quickly do a arm swatch of these shades. FYI, there is a mirror as well, which is really, really handy. Right, so let's start off with the lightest to the darkest shade. So let's go with this shade first. And again, that creamy pat formula that we love. Feels so nice. That is gorgeous. I love that shade. Really pretty. Then we're going to go into this purple shade. Oh my god, look how that swatch is stunning. Then we're going to go into this more sparkly shade in the centre. Stunning. Again, beautiful. Then we're going to go into this shade here. Beautiful. Finally, let's try this darker shade here. Wow. Swatches really well. Let's take a look. Wow, that is stunning. Gosh, that's blown me away. Right, I'm going to tell you the names now, see if I can get the names. So we have Pink Moonstone, which is this one, Eternal Ecstasy, Violet Supernova, Infinite Infatuation, and the final shade, Neptune Noir. We're going to start off with the shade Infinite Infatuation all over my eyelid. So pigmented. So beautiful. And FYI, I have the new Patrick Tar foundation on. I'm really kind of seeing how it fits with my skin. I like using this because my skin feels a bit dehydrated at the moment. So having this gives that kind of lovely moisture to the skin. It's a perfect colour match. And yeah, I'm loving this foundation. I did do a review on this, so definitely take a look at that. But we're going to go into Eternal Ecstasy now. Gosh, you don't know how much I love these sort of purple tones. It's so pretty. And I think I'm going to take the same shade and I'm going to put a little bit on the lower lash line. It's really, really nice. And I think what I might do is use my finger for the middle shade. This is Violet Supernova. And I'm going to put that on my eyelid. Let's see how that looks. But you can see that it swatches so beautifully. And I am just going to do this just over my lid. Wow, this is pretty. That took me like no time at all, but you can see how that's gone onto my lid. It's so pretty, and it's just added something extra to my lid. So pretty, so pretty. And now I have the two other shades. So I'm going to take the lighter shade and put that on the inner corner. So let's take this shade. This one is called Pink Moonstone. I use my brush that's a little bit more smaller and put it on the inner corner of the eye. Do that as a highlight. Get on the brow bone. And then a little bit on the Cupid's bow. Blend it out if it's too much. And then a tad bit on the tip of my nose. That's pretty. So this one is called Neptune Noir. I'm thinking I'm going to take that shade and I am going to see if I can put it on the outer part of my eyes, like a kind of outer V colour. Just taking more of the shade, just putting it on the outer V, like so, just like so there, and then the same on the other side. Deepening the crease a bit on both sides. And I'm just taking that blue out a little bit on each side. This is a really kind of evening kind of look, I think, because of how the shades are. But you could probably stop at like the purple shades that I did and just stop there. But I wanted to kind of explore and see what I could do with the whole palette. So you could see how they all work together. And you can see how I'm taking it up and just trying to blend it like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of that dark colour and put it on the lower part of the eye as well. Just to add a little bit more depth to the eye. And then you can just clean it up. I will just do that right now. So I've got a little bit of the Patrick Tar foundation and I'm just going to sweep it up where I want the eye to kind of go upwards, just to clean it up a bit. And then the same with the other side, taking the product, doing that to just clean it up so that it's still winging out, but it's a bit more cleaner. Okay, so I've just gone away and I've added some mascara, some liner and some brow, this matte shade here, and use it as a blush. This collection doesn't have any blushes at all, and I thought this kind of is so pigmented I could use it as a blush. So here we go. So I'm just taking it, taking the colour and blending it out. And you know, it does work. It does work because it's very pigmented. It can work as a blush. So if you are stuck and you just have this palette, you can multitask it and use it like a blush. So you can see that it works as a blush as well. So just adding that now. And I'm also thinking, because this has like a highlighting effect, I'm going to put this on top as a highlighter. Taking the highlighter shade, using my brush and just adding some of that on top. Same as the other side. And that's really nice. And just doing that and adding it on top. Lovely. So you can see that I've taken the palette and kind of tried to multitask and use it as a eyeshadow, but also a blush and a highlight. What I might do, and for fun, is I'd like to see how this purple shade looks as well. It's a bit glittery, but it might be nice to kind of bring the look together. So I'm going to add that on top as a kind of topper. Yeah, I like that. So what that's done is just added something a little bit extra to kind of make it pop. So I've taken that and use that as a blush to add some warmth there. So very, very multitasking, this palette. Even though it's an eyeshadow, the pigment is so good. The pigment is so good I can use it as a blush and highlight as well, which is very, very nice. And you can always go in, now that you can see kind of how it looks with the eyeshadow, I'm going to go into that Infinite Infatuation again. Just add a touch more, just adding it to kind of blend it all together like that. And tie it all in. And that gives it a kind of really lovely halo effect with the pink in the background. Ooh, that's really pretty. I really, really like that. Wowzers. I love the Wayne Goss brush, but it does have a lot of shedding, which is happening right now, so it is frustrating. This is my Haki Hodo eyeshadow brush. I absolutely love this. It's mega, mega soft. Very easy to use to blend the makeup together. But have a look now. Oh, wow. Isn't that pretty? So, so nice. So I'm going to show you a lipstick that I haven't had a chance to film, and I thought I'd add it to this video. It's a lipstick from BYREDO and it's a colour called On the Edge. It's a matte shade. I picked this up during the summer. I haven't had time to review it, but it's one of their new matte shades and I thought it would be good to add to this look. Because the eyes are so strong, I want to go with a more neutral shade on the lips. So this is how it looks. It comes sealed, which I've just removed, and pull it out for you. And it has this gorgeous white packaging inside. This one is made in Italy as well, and this one has an 18-month shelf life. So let me unpack it for you. These were like a range of colours that were released not long ago, but you can see how gorgeous the BYREDO packaging is. It is so weighty and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful brand. So this is what it looks like. You pull it. This is more of a natural, neutral shade. I thought this would look lovely with this eye look. I'm also going to use the same lip for the next palette as well. You can see the B for BYREDO on the tip of the lipstick. So what I'm going to do now is do a quick hand swatch for you of the shade. So this is the shade On the Edge. Wow, that's gorgeous. What's great about this one is that it's refillable. So the previous ones weren't refillable, but this one is. So now that I've got this, I can just get the bit inside if I want a new shade, which is fantastic. The store in London is beautiful, the boutique store, and I got colour matched to this shade and I absolutely love it. So let's put this on. So here we go. Oh, I love it. This is like my perfect nude shade, and I think it really goes well with this look because this is all about the eyes really, and it doesn't take away from the eyes but still adds something to the overall look. I love this shade. This is gorgeous. So this is On the Edge and I will be putting it on with the next palette. Stunning. Actually feels quite creamy considering it's a matte finish. Okay, so I've removed all the eye makeup and we're going to go into the second palette now. from the holiday collection of the Quints, and this one is the palette called Dawn Divinity. This one is definitely more everyday, more wearable. I've kept the lipstick on that I had previously, and I'll add to it a little bit when I finish the look, but I thought I'd show you this palette now. Now this one is 12-month shelf life as well, made in Italy, and again part of Pat's holiday collection. This one has 5 shades like the previous one. I'll tell you all the shade names which are written at the back. So this is the colour story, and as you can see it's a lot more wearable out of the two palettes in terms of a daytime look. This is perfect. So these are the shades and this is beautiful. I will do a arm swatch for you again. This is the colour story, and I will tell you all the shade names once I put them on my arm. Again, you have a lovely mirror that's also handy as well. So let's do the arm swatches now. We'll start off with the lightest shade going to the darkest. So this is the first one. Again, super creamy as we expect from Pat. That's such a pretty shade. Then we'll go into this shade, which is more of a matte shade. Beautiful again. Then this middle shade here, which is gorgeous. So again, this is the swatch. Oh, isn't that stunning? And then this shade here, which is more like a gold shade. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is stunning. And then finally this colour here, which is just beautiful. Such a beautiful shade, this one. Let's see how that swatches. Oh, stunning. So I will read you out the shades. We have Glowing Desire, Sienna Sunrise, Rose Metallica, and we've got Sunlit Nectar and Twilight Topaz. I'm going to start off with this shade which is called Sunlit Nectar, and I'm going to place this shade all over my eye. And that's a really pretty matte shade that just gets everything looking nice and kind of even. I really like this. We'll start off with Sunlit Nectar. I'm going to take my finger first and just put it over the lid like that. And already that's giving me a beautiful kind of pop of colour. And I just took the colour all over the lid. Just because like it's got that sort of shimmer to it. Sienna Sunrise. Let me just add that back in. Same shade again and just adding it to the eyelid just to kind of blend the two together like so. I think I'm going to take the same shade and put that on the lower lash line. That's really cute. You know, you could kind of just leave it there and go, right, this is kind of nice. This could be like a day look, but I want to try that pink shade, the one in the center, and the darker one, because I kind of want to see how this is all going to look. So I'm going to go into this shade here, and this is called Rose Metallica. So I'm going to take my finer and smaller brush and just take that shade. I'm going to try the brush first and just add it to the center of the lid with the gold that I put down earlier. And what that's done is just added a little bit of something extra. Made it a little bit more brighter in the center of the lid. I'm now thinking I want to take that darker shade. We're going to go with this shade, which is Twilight Topaz. So I was going to use my finger, but I'm just going to try it with the brush first. Just see how much of the product comes out. And I'm just going to put it on the outer V. I'm quite intrigued to see how this looks on the outer V, because I think that the shades work beautifully together. Already that's deepening that crease. I really like that, and you can see that colour coming through. So I'm doing the same thing with the other side on the outer V. Very, very pretty. And it's just adding some depth to the eye. That's really, really nice actually. It's just kind of giving it something extra at the edge. I'm going to take this shade, which is called Glowing Desire, and I'm just going to add that into the inner corner of the eyes, just to give it a bit of a pop. A little bit on the brow bone, same on the other side. And then a little bit on the Cupid's bow. It kind of feels almost complete already because I have some lip on already, but let's just add that there. And then I'm just going to add a little bit on the nose. Okay, so I'm back and I've added some brow, some mascara and some liner. Now that I can kind of see my eye a bit better, I'm going to go in with this brown shade again, which is called Sienna Sunrise. And I'm just going to add the brown again, just to bring the look together a bit more on the eyelid. Just there. Definitely see the brown more there. I'll just add this shade again, just on the outer V again, just to make sure that that is there. And the same with the other side. That's really nice. I've just kind of deepened it a little bit more. That's really, really pretty. This one doesn't have a blush either, so I'm going to try and multitask and use that brown shade, which is so lovely, this shade Sunlit Nectar, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks. So let's use that as a kind of bronzer almost. And you can see how that looks. That looks beautiful. So even without using Pat's other, I've got her blushes as well and her bronzers, you can still use the eyeshadow in a similar way to a bronzer and just take the product and work it. And you can see how multifunctional this palette can be. And what I'm going to do is take that lovely shade, which is that kind of rose gold shade, which I quite like. I'm just going to dab it, that center shade, that's called Rose Metallica, and I'm going to use that as a kind of topper on my cheeks, like so, and use it as a highlight really, because it just works. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Blend it out. Really sort of multi-functional. I really like that, and doing that there. So this is the finished look using the Dawn Divinity palette, and I've kind of taken it to the next level by kind of making it a little bit more intense because I wanted to show you all the shades. It's really gorgeous. And then I've got the lip that I used earlier from BYREDO. I didn't even need to go back in and make it more intense because I kind of think it works already. So this is the second look. Okay, so those are the two finished looks from the new Pat McGrath holiday collection. So I showed you the Starfall Seduction palette and I showed you the Dawn Divinity palette. I hope that this has helped you to decide whether you're going to pick this up or not. They are both very different. I think that they serve two different purposes. They will suit someone of a darker skin tone like myself because the colours are so pigmented, as we love from Pat. I just love how the finished look is. So I just wanted to show you these two looks. As I mentioned, this lip is the BYREDO lip in the new matte shades that have just been launched. I picked up one of the shades which is called On the Edge, and this is the refillable one. I love this shade. It's a beautiful nude shade which perfectly fits my skin tone, so I decided to pick this up. It's refillable, so I can pick up some other shades as and when they launch. So I hope this has helped. I've really enjoyed filming the second part of the holiday collection from Pat McGrath. Please let me know your thoughts, your comments. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.